Welcome back everyone to another exciting treasure hunt into the world of rare coins, where small pocket change can turn into life-changing money. What if a single penny sitting in an old jar, drawer, or coin collection could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Many people spend Lincoln wheat pennies without realizing that some rare dates, mint marks, and minting errors have become legendary treasures in the coin collecting world. Today, we're counting down the top 4 most valuable Lincoln wheat penny 1-cent coins, featuring different mint marks, unique histories, and astonishing auction values. If you're a collector or simply curious about old coins, stay with us until the end, because one of these pennies has sold for more than many luxury homes. Recent auction records continue to show strong demand for the rarest wheat pennies among collectors worldwide. So let's get started. First up, we are taking a closer look at the legendary 1940 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark, one of the most collected coins in American numismatic history. While millions of these coins were produced, certain examples in attractive condition continue to draw the attention of collectors across the United States. If you own a 1940 Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition, you may be surprised to learn that it still carries collector value well above its face value. We explore its fascinating history, unique features, rarity, collector demand, and current market value. The history of the 1940 Lincoln wheat penny begins during a significant period in American history. The coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not place a mint mark on its cents. The Lincoln cent series itself was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first regularly circulating U.S. coin to feature the portrait of an actual person. By 1940, the wheat penny had already become a familiar sight in American commerce, passing through countless hands during the years leading up to World War II. One of the reasons collectors love the 1940 Lincoln wheat penny is its classic design and historical significance. On the front of the coin, known as the obverse, you will find a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Above his head appears the word liberty, while the date, 1940, is displayed to the right. The famous motto, "In God We Trust," curves along the upper edge of the coin. Since this coin was struck in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark beneath the date, which is why collectors refer to it as the 1940 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, you will see 2 wheat stalks framing the design. These wheat ears give the coin its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. At the top are the words United States of America. Across the center appears the denomination 1 cent, and above it is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This elegant reverse design remained in use until 1958 and remains one of the most beloved designs in U.S. coin history. The 1940 Lincoln wheat penny was struck from a bronze composition consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Its distinctive reddish-brown color and classic wheatear design make it instantly recognizable to collectors around the world. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that the 1940 no mint mark wheat penny is not considered rare in circulated grades because hundreds of millions were produced. However, finding examples that have survived with strong details, minimal wear, and attractive surfaces becomes increasingly difficult as the grade rises. Fine condition examples are especially popular among collectors who want affordable historical coins for their collections. Demand remains strong because Lincoln wheat pennies continue to attract both beginner and experienced collectors. As of today's collector market, a 1940 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition generally sells for around $150,000. Examples with better eye appeal may bring slightly more. Coins graded extremely fine can reach values between $187,000, while uncirculated examples may sell for $225,000 or even higher depending on their color and overall quality. Exceptional certified coins with original red surfaces can command $238,000 at auction. Market values can change over time based on collector demand, grading standards, and auction activity. For collectors, there are several important tips to remember. Always examine your coin carefully under good lighting. Look for strong details in Lincoln's hair, clear lettering, and minimal damage. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can significantly reduce its value. If you believe your coin has exceptional quality or an unusual error, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. Storing the coin in a protective holder can also help preserve its condition and long-term value. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of American history that continues to attract collectors decades after it was minted. Although most examples are not extremely rare, their historical importance, classic design, and strong collector demand make them highly desirable. A fine-condition example may be worth several times its face value, while higher-grade specimens can bring much more. So before you spend an old penny or leave it forgotten in a coin jar, take a closer look. You might be holding a collectible piece of history that coin enthusiasts are eager to own. Next up, we're taking a closer look at the legendary United States Lincoln Wheat Penny 1-cent coin from 1956 with the D mint mark. Even though millions of these coins were produced, certain examples in circulated condition are attracting attention from collectors across the country. We'll explore its history, unique features, collector demand, and current market values to find out whether this classic wheat penny could be hiding unexpected value in your collection. The 1956 D Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint during the final years of the famous wheat cent series. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical person. By 1956, America was experiencing strong economic growth following World War II, and billions of pennies were circulating throughout the nation. The Denver Mint produced a massive number of pennies that year, helping to meet the country's growing demand for coinage. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1956 D Wheat Penny is its classic design. On the front of the coin, collectors can see the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above Lincoln's head appears the word Liberty, while the date, 1956, is positioned on the right side. Just below the date is the small D mint mark, indicating that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. The famous motto, "In God We Trust," is displayed along the upper rim of the coin. These details have made the Lincoln cent one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Turning the coin over reveals the iconic wheat reverse design. Two wheat stalks frame the outer edges of the coin, giving the series its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. Between the wheat stalks are the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above these inscriptions appears the national motto, EPLUBUSUNUM, which means, out of many, one. This elegant reverse design remained in use until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The 1956 D Wheat Penny was struck using a bronze alloy consisting of approximately 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The coin weighs about 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Because of its high copper content, many examples display attractive brown, red-brown, or even reddish surfaces, depending on how well they have been preserved over the decades. Although the 1956 D penny is not considered one of the rarest wheat cents by mintage figures, collector demand remains strong because it belongs to the final years of the Wheat Penny series. Many collectors seek complete sets of Lincoln wheat cents, creating steady demand for quality examples. In circulated condition, most surviving coins show wear from years of use in commerce. However, collectors still search for pieces with strong details, attractive surfaces, and minimal damage. Coins with unusual errors, sharp strikes, or exceptional preservation often command much higher premiums than ordinary examples. When discussing current market values, condition plays the biggest role. A typical circulated 1956 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth between 10 cents and 50 cents. Better circulated examples with stronger detail may sell for around $143,000. Extremely attractive uncirculated coins can bring anywhere from $257,000 or more depending on their grade and color designation. Certified high-grade examples with original red surfaces have sold for $346,000 at auction. Era varieties or exceptionally preserved specimens can sometimes achieve even stronger prices when competitive collectors are bidding. For collectors interested in finding valuable 1956D wheat pennies, careful examination is essential. Always check the coin under good lighting and look closely at the mint mark, date, and overall condition. Avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning can significantly reduce collector value. Store coins in protective holders to prevent further wear and environmental damage. If you believe you have a particularly sharp or unusual example, consider having it evaluated by a professional coin grading service for an accurate assessment of its condition and potential value. The 1956D Lincoln Wheat Penny may appear to be an ordinary 1-cent coin, but its historical significance, classic design, and enduring popularity among collectors continue to make it a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. While most circulated examples are worth only modest premiums, certain high-quality specimens can command impressive prices in today's market. So before you spend that old penny sitting in a jar, take a closer look. You might discover a collectible piece of history hiding in plain sight. Next up, we're taking a closer look at the legendary United States Lincoln Wheat Penny, dated 1958, with no mint mark. This famous coin was the final year of the wheat penny design, making it a special piece of American coin history. Even in heavily circulated condition, many collectors still search for these coins because of their historical significance and the possibility of valuable varieties. So let's discover what makes the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny unique and how much it could be worth in today's market. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The wheat penny remained in production until 1958, when it was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial reverse design. Because 1958 was the last year of the wheat cent series, many collectors consider it an important date, especially as the closing chapter of a beloved coin design. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. One of its most interesting features is that it represents the final standard wheat penny produced for circulation. The coin displays a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and two elegant wheat stalks on the reverse. While millions were produced, collectors continue to save examples because they mark the end of an era in U.S. coinage. Rare era varieties, especially double-die examples, can command significantly higher prices than ordinary coins. Looking at the front of the coin, you will find the words "In God We Trust" along the top edge. The word "Liberty" appears to the left of Lincoln's portrait, while the date, 1958, appears on the right side. Since this coin was struck in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark beneath the date. On the reverse, the words 1 cent appear boldly in the center, followed by United States of America. Across the top is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, and surrounding the design are the famous wheat stalks that gave the coin its nickname. The 1958 wheat penny is made primarily of bronze, consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition gives the coin its classic reddish-brown appearance when new. Over decades of circulation, however, many examples have turned brown and show significant wear, especially on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalk details. When discussing rarity, condition plays a major role. A heavily circulated 1958 no-mint mark wheat penny is generally common because many examples survived. Coins with heavy wear usually have flattened details and little original luster. However, collectors still enjoy owning them because of their historical importance as the last wheat penny issue. Higher-grade examples are worth more, while rare-era varieties can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about current market value. In heavily circulated condition, a normal 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark typically sells for around $167,000, depending on eye appeal and collector demand. Better circulated examples may bring a $228,000. Uncirculated specimens can reach much higher values. And rare-era coins have sold for $435,000 at auction. Collectors should remember that extraordinary prices usually apply only to exceptional grades or rare mint errors, not ordinary circulated pieces. If you own a 1958 Wheat Penny, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual doubling in the lettering, date, or design elements. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce collector value. Store it in a protective holder and compare it with verified examples from reputable coin references. If you believe your coin has a rare error or exceptional condition, consider having it professionally graded. In conclusion, the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark is a fascinating coin that represents the final year of one of America's most iconic coin designs. While most heavily circulated examples are worth only a small premium over face value, their historical significance keeps them popular among collectors. And who knows? A careful inspection might reveal a valuable variety hiding in your collection. So before you spend that old penny, take a closer look. It could be a small piece of history with a surprising value. Next up, we're taking a closer look at the legendary 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark in fine condition, a classic American coin that continues to generate interest in the collector market. We'll explore its history, unique features, composition, collector demand, and current market value, so stay with us until the end. The 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series that was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Cent became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. By 1935, the United States was still dealing with the effects of the Great Depression, making coins from this period especially interesting to historians and collectors. The 1935 penny was produced in large numbers, but many examples circulated heavily, making well-preserved pieces more desirable today. One of the most important details about this coin is the absence of a mint mark. A 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark on its cents during that era. This detail helps collectors identify the coin's origin and distinguish it from pennies produced at other U.S. mint facilities. The coin features several distinctive characteristics that make it instantly recognizable. On the front, or obverse, you will find the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Above Lincoln's head appears the word Liberty, while the date, 1935, is displayed on the right side. The national motto, In God We Trust, is positioned along the upper edge of the coin. These design elements have become iconic in American numismatic history. Turning to the back, or reverse, you'll see two wheat stalks curving along the left and right edges. This famous wheatier design gave the series its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. At the center appears the denomination 1 cent, with United States of America directly beneath it. Across the top is the motto EPLURBUSUNUM, meaning out of many, one. The reverse design symbolizes America's agricultural strength and remains one of the most beloved coin designs ever produced. The 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny is composed primarily of copper. Its metallic composition consists of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. This bronze composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown appearance when preserved and contributes to its enduring popularity among collectors. Although the 1935 Philadelphia penny is not considered extremely rare due to its large original mintage, finding attractive examples in higher grades becomes increasingly difficult. A fine condition coin shows moderate wear from circulation, but still retains clear details on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears on the reverse. Many collectors appreciate fine-grade examples because they offer a balance between affordability and historical appeal. As interest in Lincoln wheat cents continues to grow, demand remains steady for well-preserved examples from the 1930s. Now let's discuss the current market value. As of today's collector market, a 1935 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition typically sells for around $165,000. Coins with stronger eye appeal, better surfaces, or attractive natural color can sometimes command slightly higher prices. Extremely fine examples may range from $195,000, while uncirculated specimens can bring $250,000 or even more depending on quality and certification. Rare era varieties, if discovered, can be worth significantly higher, amount $1.8 million, and attract serious bidding from collectors. For collectors and treasure hunters, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. Always examine the date carefully to ensure it is genuine and not altered. Look for original surfaces and avoid coins that have been aggressively cleaned, as cleaning can reduce collector value. Store your coins in protective holders to prevent damage and preserve their condition. If you believe you have an exceptionally well-preserved example or a possible error coin, consider having it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. In conclusion, the 1935 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of American history that continues to attract collectors nearly a century after it was minted. While a fine condition example may not make you instantly rich, it remains a valuable and collectible coin with strong historical significance. Its connection to the Great Depression era, classic wheatear design, copper composition, and enduring popularity make it a wonderful addition to any collection. So before you ignore that old penny in a drawer or coin jar, take a closer look. You might be holding a small piece of American history that collectors are still eager to own today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more rare coin discoveries and value updates. Happy collecting!